Night Blitz is sponsored by Hardee's, Don Hudson Insurance, McAdoo's, Wicked Diesel, the law offices of Chris White, and the U.S. Army.
What is up, everyone? I'm Miriam Chamberlain, and welcome to Hardee's Friday Night Blitz. We are in playoff mode as we have scores and highlights from the playoffs. Let's preview our game of the week.
Now, Hardee's Friday Night Blitz Game of the Week, sponsored by Don Hudson Insurance.
The Norcross Raiders are going for their third straight state title football, and Norcross will play Blue Ridge in the VISA AA division tomorrow at 1 against Blue Ridge. This is the fourth finals meeting with the Raiders going 2-1, losing in 2016 and winning in 2019 and last year by a score of 35-7. Sports Director Jermaine Farrell gives us a preview of Norcross and their push for a three-peat.
If there's one thing that you could look at, or one or two things that you look at your team that makes them a success, what are those things and why when you look at it? If there's one or two things you could point at with your team.
You know, what I feel make us success, everybody's the brotherhood that we put together in the beginning of the season. We're only having 23 guys, and everybody got to play both ways, and they just bought into our system, and I feel that's what make us a great team with the guys that we got.
Grit and determination has carried the Norcross Raiders to their run for an opportunity at a third straight state championship. The Norcross Raiders are doing it with the guts and determination, and they look to carry it over for Saturday's game as they take on Blue Ridge for a state title.
We have learned, Coach Priest always says, play fast and physical. So we know, through adversity, we just keep our heads up. We all play two different ways on the football field. So we all just, stay in the right mental state, and it also keeps our bodies, up to par.
Being able to play all season, both sides of the ball, gives us that condition and everything we need to be able to play in these playoff games leading up to the state championship.
And overall, when you look at this Norcross Raiders football team, they might not have the numbers that a lot of the other schools in our area, particularly in the private schools ranks, they have, but they've done it with guts and determination and that drive to win a third straight state football championship.
What would it mean to bring a third straight state championship here to Norcross?
It would mean a lot, especially since I've been here since I was a freshman. And, starting my freshman year, we got our first state championship, leading on to the second. And for this being the third, it'll be a big accomplishment for being the first one in school history.
It'll be historic. I feel like being a freshman and winning my first state championship with that 2022 class was a big thing, and then bringing it back again for a back-to-back state championship for my sophomore year with those seniors also was another big thing. To make this a third time would be historic for us.
It's big. It's big for the school, and it's big for the program. It's just showing that, Norcross got some guys over here that can compete, and play this game of football.
Reporting from Norcross School, Jermaine Farrell, WFXR Sports.
Alrighty, thank you so much, Jermaine. The William Fleming Colonels, the top seed in Region 5C, hosting Prince George in the regional quarterfinals. First quarter, we go. William Fleming is down 7-0. Fleming's on the ball, though, on their own 35. Here's going to be Jazier Preston. He's going to pass it to Kayron Ferguson, who is going to go down the sideline all the way to the end zone. That will tie the game up at 7-7, and they're fired up. On to the second quarter we go now. Fleming is on the Prince George 24. Jazier Preston hands it off to Malachi Coleman, who's going to go punch through the line and go all the way for the score, finding that paint and turf 14-7. William Fleming leads it. Fleming will take the winner of Louisa and Midlothian game. That final score, Fleming 30-7. Now coming up on the Hardee's Friday Night Blitz with all your action, we have scores and highlights from regions 4D, 3C, and 3D.
Now, Hardee's Friday Night Blitz Band of the Week. Game of the Week is sponsored by Don Hudson Insurance.
At Don Hudson Insurance, we pride ourselves in protecting our clients while building long-lasting relationships out of trust and friendship. We provide superior products at affordable premiums. Don Hudson Insurance. We're here when you need us.
Hardee's warm, melty cinnamon raisin biscuits are back to sweeten your holidays. And because you asked, this season, they're served all day long. Unwrap the holiday goodness of Hardee's.
The Drumstick Dash is almost here, and we're bringing it to you live.
Join us on race day as Good Day Virginia broadcasts live from downtown Roanoke.
Every step you take helps provide meals, shelter, and hope to our neighbors.
And there's still time to register or donate.
Join us live on Good Day Virginia. Help us hit our fundraising goal, and together we'll dash toward hope for our community.
Register for the Drumstick Dash today, where every step brings hope.
Travis Hunter and Colorado take on Utah. Caught low. It's big noon Saturday on Fox.
Hardee's original bag packs 2 full-size favorites plus fries and a drink for just $5.99. No junior burgers or tiny nuggies, just full-size goodness for big-time value. The $5.99 original bag, only at Hardee's.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. There are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
For more information, call one of our local recruiting offices in Christiansburg and Roanoke.
Imagine over 129,000 people in our region, including 27,000 children, face hunger daily. In some communities, 1 in 5 children are unsure about their next meal. WXR News Hunger to Hope initiative is committed to covering these stories.
TMZ Live, weeknights on CW Virginia.
And now, Hardee's Friday Night Blitz Unsung Hero, sponsored by the law offices of Chris White.
This week's Unsung Heroes are the North Cross Girls Cross Country Team. Now, last week, they won the VISA State Championships. This is the first state title in girls cross country for North Cross. Also, the Raiders runner Kerrigan Taney won her 3rd straight individual state championship. Congratulations to this week's Unsung Heroes. Well, on to the Region 4D quarterfinals as the top seed and George Washington Eagles hosting the 8th seed in the against the EC Glass Hilltoppers. This is the 102nd meeting between Glass and GW, but this is the first ever playoff meeting. The Eagles beat the Toppers back in September in Lynchburg by a score of 28-10. We're going to start here in the 3rd. GW leads it 17-7. Here's Eagles Khalid Kirsten on the breakaway down the sideline, finally gets brought down inside the 10. Everyone enjoying the game, even the baby getting fed. But back to the action we go. It's going to be GW's Hairston again. Looks for some room, and this time he finds the end zone. The Eagles increase their lead 24-7, and the EC Glass is not happy about it. The final score of the game, George Washington 24, EC Glass 7. The Eagles move on to the next round. The winner of EC Glass, the winner of the game is the top seed, 4 seed Salem here, hosting 5th seeded John Hadley. In Salem Stadium, the Spartans beat John Hadley at home last season in the regional semifinals, 42-0. Salem down by 11 at the half. The Spartans come out and drive the ball down the field, clapping it off with a 39 run by running Pater Harrington. That pulls Salem to within 4. Hadley moving the ball on the next series. Bizarre play, Jameer Washington makes a catch and gets swarmed. The ball is popped up in the air. Salem's John Douglas comes down with it. Spartans back in business. Now 3 plays later, Spartans QB Ellie Taylor throws it a flat running back, Josiah Persinger, for 17 yards. Persinger is going to run down through living room before going in for the score. That puts Salem's up 24-21. Salem goes on to win it 31-28. Sabre Stadium in Forest for 3rd seed Jefferson Forest hosting 6th seed Orange County in the Region 4D quarters. Jefferson Forest gets the win tonight at home with a final score of 33-6, which means they'll take on the winner of James Wood Chernoto game. Now in Region 3C, the top seed LCA hosting 8th seeded Broadway. Second play from scrimmage, LCA drops back on play action and fires this one deep to James Dio, who strolls in for 6. 7-0 LCA. The following Broadway drive, though, lasted over 7 minutes and included 3 fourth downs conversions, including this one to Jackson Little on the pass from Zerkiah Stool Miller. We're tied at 7 late in the first. We jump to the second quarter where LCA is operating with a 14-7 lead and stops a late Broadway drive with the forced fumble by James Dio. That's a first half touchdown and forced fumble for Dio. And LCA immediately cashes in by handing it to Gideon Davison, who punches it in to give the Bulldogs a 21-7 lead at the half. The Bulldogs, though, take the victory 42-14 over the Gobblers. The LCA, well, we just saw that LCA one. We're jumping over to the fourth quarter on this one. Heritage led by just 5 midway through the third before turning it down the stretch. Rustingburg down 17-7, trying to get back into, but Tavion Clark picks it off the pass in the end zone. Heritage would take its 12-point lead into the fourth quarter and extend it on this strong touchdown run by Zayd Holloway. The coaches love it. Everybody is fired up now. Next drive, last effort by Rustburg, going for it on fourth as we look. Here it is. But they are turned over on downs courtesy of a sack by Braden Morgan. Heritage wins it 26-7 and will advance to play LCA. Now let's take a look at our scores. Region 3C quarterfinals, Staunton at Tuner Ashby. The Tuner Ashby Knights win it 48-7 over Staunton Storm. Wilson Memorial at Allegheny. The Cougars of Allegheny win it 44-14 over the Green Hornets. And on to the Region 3 for quarterfinals as 4th seeded William Byrd hosting 5th seeded Standing River. William Byrd won the regular season matchup on November 1st, 21-20 in overtime. Won during the third quarter. We had an electronics issue at the stadium. Number 9, Kenyon Lutz doing what he can to stay loose. Number 2, Byrd leading 13-0. Cannon Lutz short pass to Tate Coates, and he'll do the rest. Touchdown Terriers, 20-0. Golden Eagles trying to fight back here. It's going to be Brady Burns. He'll get the handoff, but you'll see he'll run into traffic here, and the ball pops out. Fumble recovered by Jadee English, and that seals the win for the Terriers. William Byrd shuts out Stanton River 20-0. They get Carroll County in the next round. The Region 3D quarterfinals as 3rd seeded Lord Botetourt hosting 6th seeded Northside. Northside won the regular season meeting on November 1st. 17-0 starting the second half. Lord Botetourt is up 20-14, opening drive of the third quarter. 1st and 10 on the Northside 48. Tristan Overbay will take the snap and go the distance to the end zone, making that score 28-14 LB. Northside ball. Last play of the third, Javion Gibson airs it out to Christopher King, who goes down on the 2 snap swiping sides for the fourth quarter. 1st and goal on the 2-yard line. Javion Gibson hands it off to Mikkel Harvey, who punches in to tie it up the game at 28 apiece. Later in the quarter now, it's Lord Botetourt on the 2-yard line. Tristan Overbay will punch it in to put LB up on top 35-28. This one headed into overtime with the final score being 43-41. Lord Botetourt has Magna Vista up next. Now coming up next on the Hardee Friday Night Blitz, we take a visit to deep Southwest Virginia, including a matchup as the Christiansburg Blue Demons take on Florida County Buffaloes in the matchup of first-year coaches. Keep it locked here.
And now, Hardee's Friday Night Blitz Hardee's Fan Cam, sponsored by Hardee's.
Taylor Crowder, Jaden McMickle, co-captain Renna Sexton, Jalen Walls, Jordan Willis, sophomores Julie Mazriegos.
Unsung Hero is sponsored by the Law Offices of Chris White.
My name is Chris White. I was born and raised in Lynchburg, and I am an auto accident attorney. If you have been injured in an auto accident, call me for a free consultation. I can use my experience to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call me for peace of mind. 434-660-9701.
Packers football on Fox.
It's our time to shine, man. Let's do it, baby. What a throw from Jordan Love.
The NFL, Sunday on Fox.
Antojitos. It means little cravings. And when you're craving something salty or sweet, you need Antojitos de Leza. At Antojitos de Leza, we're known for ice cream and Mexican snacks, strawberries and cream, crepes, mini pancakes, bionicos, plus Tostitos Locos, crazy ramen, sandwiches, and cocktails too. Antojitos de Leza, where every bite tells a love story and every visit is a celebration of family and friendship. 4225 Plantation Road, Roanoke.
Severe weather has shaken our community, but WFXR News is here for you. Your safety comes first, and now more than ever, it's time to come together, support each other, and rebuild stronger.
With just a quick scan of this QR code, you can find critical information on shelters, emergency aid, and donate to the Red Cross to help those impacted by the storm. Every contribution, big or small, makes a difference. Whether you're seeking assistance or looking to make a difference, everything you need is right here. Together we can rebuild and stand strong as a community.
At WFXR News, we're dedicated to keeping you informed with the latest updates. Blue Ridge Strong represents how we come together as a community. Please share this with your family and friends, ensuring everyone has access to the support they may need.
And now, Hardee's Friday Night Blitz is back.
Alrighty, welcome back everyone, and thanks for staying with us. On to the Region 2C quarterfinals as the top seed in the Glenvar Highlanders hosting the 8th seed in the Martinsville Bulldogs. The Highlanders ran away with this one early. First series, Glenvar QB Brody Doyat finds Peyton Deal over the middle. Deal deals himself into a touchdown with a fantastic run after the catch for 25 yards to the end zone. Highlanders cheerleaders is already dressed up for Christmas. Doyat delivers the early Christmas present. Next time, the Highlanders will have the ball scoring on a keeper from the 8. Glenvar would not look back, storming to a 69-7 victory over Martinsville. Now Glenvar will play Floyd County. Second-seeded Radford taking on the 7th-seeded Patrick County. The Bobcats taking the field to their cheering fans. We're going to first and goal at Patrick County's 4th-yard line. It's Luke Gaither handing it off to J.D. Grubb. Grubb taking it in for the first Bobcat touchdown. Second quarter we go now. First and goal at the 10-yard line for Luke Gaither. Passing to Colton Garner Rollins. Colton brings it in for the second touchdown just before the close of the first half, and the Bobcats will go on to win it all with a final score of 34-14. Patrick County gets the winner of 3rd-seeded Gretna as they host 6th-seeded Nelson County. Rayshawn Logan throws it to open receiver for Gretna, touchdown 7-0. Nelson fans encouraging players. Nice bobbling catch with Keyshawn Witcher here. He's going to get the pass, and Keyshawn Witcher grabs it right there. Great catch, but he gets brought down. Now Gretna, it's going to be a Gretna touchdown by Derek Tucker. We'll see up next, junior. He runs it in, goes for the outside, and makes his way into the end zone. Gretna is going to be able to take down Nelson County by a final score of 34-14. Now on to Region 1C, top-seeded Bath County hosting Fort Chiswell. Bath County up 7 with 4 minutes left in the first when Luke Turner from Bath makes a rushing touchdown, making it 14-0 for the end of the first. Starting of the second, Bath quarterback James Campbell makes a break and scores another Bath touchdown. It's 21-0, and with just under 2 minutes before the end of the half, Braden Billings from Fort Chiswell sneaks it in, a touchdown. However, the extra point kick was blocked, leaving it 21-6. That final score of the game, 42-6. The winner of that one is Bath County. Now in the Region 1C quarterfinals, 7th seed Giles taking on 2nd seed George Waite. That final score 48-6. And George Waite advances, getting the dub, like I said, 48-6 over Giles. 6th-seeded Craig County, 3rd-seeded Grayson County. Grayson County shuts out Craig County in a 42-0 win. And in Region 1B quarterfinals, top-seeded Alta Vista gets a bye. 7th-seeded William Campbell, 2nd-seeded Brucewell takes care of business and beating the William Campbell Generals 33-12. In the Region 1D quarterfinals, 8th-seeded Rural Retreat, top-seeded Rye Cove taking on Rye Cove takes it with a 55-12 win against Rural Retreat. Also, Narrows welcome Perry McClure here in Week 1. The final score of that game, 52-14. Narrows over Perry McClure.
Now, Hardee's Friday Night Blitz Player of the Week, sponsored by Wicked Diesel.
Well, this week's athlete is the definition of what it means to be dynamic. Not only did he have a score through the air, but he also had a touchdown on the ground as well, plus an interception in his team's 48-0 shutout victory over Fredericksburg Christian last Saturday. And guess what? He's your player of the week.
Jazo Hart, quarterback and wide receiver, North Cross. Well, last week we knew what we had to do. We knew that they was going to be a 9-1 team, but we were saying we would come out there to bust them in the mouth. Every single time, every single play, we come for vengeance. We got a chip on our shoulder, being in 2nd seed, and with the coaches who voted us out, we coming for everything. We want that 3rd three-peat. We want another one, and that's what we're going to do anything to get it. This season has been great. In my opinion, I've had a lot of adversity come to me, but it's been great in my opinion. I think this is a journey. You have to have adversity you have to have rainy days to make sunshine, rainbows, everything that you need. So this year has been a lot of challenges we face and overcome, but I'm willing to put everything on the line for my teammates.
And what does it mean to you when you put that North Cross jersey on?
It means a lot. It means that I'm willing to give blood, sweat, and tears each and every game out there. Willing to give my all, make a statement to that we're the best team in the whole entire state from each division, in my opinion. And each and every game, we're going to give it all. We come as like one. Like we built this culture from them seniors, Hannes Hammer, Connor Lang, Camden Johnson, J2 Rhodes. All them people have gave us the pathway to follow, and they started it. So we're just the steps behind them that's trying to build it from that. Ian Kane had a lot of influence over me. If I'm being honest, I wanted to almost be Ian. If I chase perfection, I'll catch excellence. That's what it is, vice versa. But I knew that being number one, being able to wear this jersey was gonna be something. Being able to just put on this jersey every day, knowing that they've worn it, means a lot.
Player of the Week is sponsored by Wicked Diesel.
Wicked Diesel wants to get you ready for fall and winter. It's the Wicked Truck Accessory Sale of the year. Go Wicked and get 25% off. Truck bumpers, all-weather floor mats, tonneau covers, toolboxes, wheel and tire packages, suspension lift, truck and cargo van storage system. Your choice at a Wicked 25% off. When you need expert diesel truck repair, go Wicked. Wicked Diesel, home of the 3-year warranty on all general repairs. Go Wicked.
How are folks 60 and older having fun these days?
Family cookouts.
Playing games.
Dancing in the park.
At Don Hodson Insurance, we pride ourselves in protecting our clients while building long-lasting relationships out of trust and friendship. We provide superior products at affordable premiums. Don Hodson Insurance. We're here when you need us.
Black Friday starts now at Southern Team Subaru of Roanoke. Fast, fair, and easy with clean deal pricing. Savings up to $8,089 or 0% APR financing. And get great values for life. Oil changes and more for life. Black Friday starts now. SouthernTeamSubaru.com.
There's something for everyone at the Do's. Mouth-watering appetizers, a huge selection of Do's wings, burgers, and more. Bigger is better with an overstuffed menu with full of overstuffed favorites, nightly specials, mouth-watering desserts, and one-of-a-kind drinks. Bring your friends, bring your family, carry out, delivery, or just get away. Join us for Monday Madness for crazy specials on wings and sandwiches. We'll see you at the Dues.
Play of the Night is sponsored by Macado's. It's time for Hardee's Friday Night Blitz Mock-Edited Play of the Night, sponsored by Macado's.
All right, we're taking a look at our Mock-Edited Play of the Night. William Fleming gets this one for their deep ball pass for the score. What a play and what a catch by Justia Preston. Passes to K'Ron Ferguson and tied the game up at 7 apiece. The Terriers aren't our Mock-Edited Play of the Night. And in the trenches.
It's time for Hardee's Friday Night Blitz in the Trenches, sponsored by the U.S. Army.
In the trenches tonight, that is going to go to Williamsburg defense, shutting out the Golden Eagles. Well done, guys. Alrighty, everyone, that is going to do it for this edition of our Hardee's Friday Night Blitz. We'll have the show on WFXR TV momentarily. Thank you guys for watching our show, and thank you for y'all bearing with me. Next week is the VHL's regional semifinals. I'm Miriam Chamberlain. You guys have a good night. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can catch that Mike Tyson fight happening on Netflix. But for y'all that watch at home, we'll see you all next week. Congratulations to all of the winners of the team. We'll see you all next week and the playoffs as they continue on. Like I said, I'm Miriam Chamberlain. Ryan and Jermaine will be back next week. So we're all looking forward to you guys tuning in. That'll do it for tonight.